have been speaking to the various country representatives, especially under the present circumstances. I think you know quite well that we as a country are facing a challenging situation. I think I heard today the news that a pregnant mother has also passed away from COVID. And there is a issue with the system. It's getting clogged up. There are issues with the health service delivery. So most important, there is a very urgent need for mobile hospitals because the traditional hospital system has become highly congested, and we have issues with regard to PCR testing machines, the availability of machines, testing that should be done on a small scale, and we have issues with ICU beds, and for that matter, normal beds. We are running out of capacity, and most important of all, we have lagged behind getting the vaccines for a variety of reasons, but we are not concerned about the reasons. We are very keen on getting the vaccines which are necessary, and we are also very keen on getting vaccines that are internationally certified and recognized. That is most important, so that when we do provide this service delivery as a country, that we do it in a very authentic and proper manner. So I have been trying to approach members of the international community to make an appeal for support in whichever capacity, because this is a global pandemic and we all know that the international community is also affected. A lot of countries are affected by corona, and you have your own internal challenges and expectations. So within that context, I would like to appeal to you, His Excellency the Canadian Ambassador, to try and intervene and to do whatever possible in the variety of requests that I just pointed out. There are also some shortages in drugs, life-saving drugs, especially in the COVID arena. I heard from several doctors there's a shortage of this remdesivir drug, which is known, which is given to COVID patients. And also we need a large number of ventilators. I myself have tried to mobilize funds to donate ventilators, to purchase ventilators and donate it to the health system, but we can of course do it on a very small scale. So the reason for our meeting is primarily the health urgency that exists in our country, and I'm afraid the past few days we have seen the numbers going up, and the whole country is alarmed by it. So we need your help, and please do try.
Well, thank you, and thank you for taking the time to see me, and I'm very happy to come in and chat. And we, of course, are watching with interest the situation here and globally. And Canada has seen from the start of this that this really is a global problem that requires global solutions. It's something that we need to make sure that things like vaccinations and healthcare are delivered around the world, not just in a select few countries. And for that reason, we've been a significant donor to COVAX and the ACT program, Accelerate program. I think we're the fourth largest donor, I think, perhaps to it. And that's aimed at getting vaccines out as quickly as possible to lower and middle income countries that otherwise might not easily have access to it. I think that would have supported some of the vaccines that have come here already. AstraZeneca ones, Covishield. Our Prime Minister has also made clear that any excess vaccines that we have, once these vaccines are available, will be distributed globally and shared globally. And in fact, I think one of our most recent rounds of funding to Gavi, Global Vaccine Initiative, included specific money actually to set up a mechanism for effectively and equitably distributing extra vaccines that are around the world. So we've been very happy to be supportive of that. We've also been pleased since early in the pandemic to have been able to do various bits of support for Sri Lanka directly. Some livelihood support initially, some work with WHO and UNFPA on supporting women both in maternity units with COVID, under the threat of COVID, but also on to combat increasing violence and sexual gender-based violence. We're at the moment, and we have a number of other programs that we have unfolded as well. Over the year, some targeting livelihoods, some supporting other activities here as well. We're at the moment working with the WHO, looking at the possibility of some of our global money, because we put a lot of money into the WHO, what opportunities there are to allocate specifically some of that money to Sri Lanka. And that's an ongoing process, and we're very mindful of the requirements here, and we're making that very, very clear to our colleagues in Ottawa who are part of that discussion. So it's very much on our mind, and Sri Lanka has done, over the last year, done reasonably well in combating COVID. But we know we're at a crucial point. I mean, with the vaccines, the end seems like it shouldn't be that far away, but we actually, from all we can see, this is a period maybe of very significant danger and risk. So it's important that everything be done now to prevent it.
I'm just trying to explore, in addition to the vaccine requirement, is there a possibility of obtaining support in the area of establishing mobile field hospitals, which would allow in areas where there are large numbers of COVID patients, have small-scale mobile hospitals which would provide a kind of a flexible health service program, and also in the area of ventilators and other major equipment that's needed, where there is a possibility maybe Canada could help our country.